I want to thank the committee that has actually done this report. To my interest, they've captured everything bit by bit. But Mr. Speaker, before coming into terms with this document, I had a different opinion. I was in the team that wanted to, not in a team, but personally, I wanted to reject it based on two big issues that I thought were not actually okay for this bill to surpass the people of Mandera. Mr. Speaker, and initially when the BBI was brought about, because of the narrative of the BBI came into power when the constitutional amendment was being worked on. That constitutional amendment, we did not see it, but the BBI itself was working towards, we were told the BBI was working towards bringing peace or the handshake narrative of the president and the Prime Minister, Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta. And from what we can see in the national government, instead of the BBI that actually were working on this amendment, bringing in peace or working towards the unity of Kenyans, it actually did the opposite, because what the amount of disunity we are seeing that is happening in the national government, including the name calling, is not something that we want to emulate as a county. So, Mr. Speaker, the second point was raised by Honorable Saad. The 35%, to my opinion, from 15% to 35% is not, as he mentioned it, the minimum that is allowed in the Constitution. In the Constitution is 15%. So that means we had room to extend that 15% to 35% through bringing an amendment, a constitutional amendment, not the constitutional amendment, through a report. That was possible because the Constitution had that link open for us. It was a minimum and not an exact figure, to my opinion. So, Mr. Speaker, having read each and every point, I thought to myself, like, we have more benefits as a woman. I'm speaking as a woman now. Because I came to light when I saw most of the clauses were opening more rooms for the women. I tried and contemplated the good side of the article of the bill, the good side of the amendment of the Constitution, and the bad side. Number one, and during the elections of 2017, I faced a lot of problems because of my nomination. So with the coming of the amendment, with the coming of this amendment, that will be a thing of the past. Since the amendment notification will be done way before the elections, the nominees have to go through election, and the registrar of parties will not accept any names that has not fulfilled all the requirements. So, Mr. Speaker, as a woman, again, I've seen another bonus is with the coming of a new Senate. We'll be having two Senates, one representing the women and another one for the male. And the third bit is, we remember before the elections 2017, we had our national leaders, the women in the national leaders, had a fight with the national parliament in the 2/3 gender bill. That bill has never surpassed. It has never reached where it was supposed to reach in the past years. So, and we had different organizations who were fighting for the 2/3 gender rule to come to light. But today, Mr. Speaker, I can see it. I can gladly say there's a light at the end of the tunnel because of that 2/3 gender rule has already been captured. This bill was rejected a couple of times, but now with the cry of all these human national leaders, they made it come to believe that for every party nominations, we will be having equal rights as ladies as well. Another bonus is highlighted in that Senate, which I already mentioned, and Mr. Speaker, the World Development Fund. And as MCAs, we always have, our mandate is 3: oversight, representation, and legislation. So most counties have had a problem of performing their oversight role. So with this bill, I have seen there's a part that says the members of county assemblies will have their own ward development fund. And this, I think, is a bonus because it will detach the rights so that they can perform their oversight role. Mr. Speaker, with this new bonuses, I think I'm okay to say now I do support the amendment bill.